ladies, and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're looking at writing one number as a percentage of another. As you already know, percent means out of 100. Let's have a look at this first fraction here. 25 out of 100 is 25%. Now let's look at 10 out of 50. We can convert this fraction into a fraction out of 100 by timesing by 2 for the numerator and the denominator. 10 times 2 is 20, so 10 out of 50 is 20%. Sometimes we will get fractions to convert to percentages where the denominator is not a factor of 100. Converting 15 to 100 is difficult, so we can use our calculator and instead convert the fraction into a decimal. 13 out of 15 is 13 divided by 15. We can do this and then multiply that by 100 to get our percentage. 13 divided by 15 is 0.86 recurring, times by 100 is 87% to the nearest percentage. Here I've just rounded to make it an easier answer. Here are some questions for you to have a go at using the methods I've just shown you. Pause the video and have a go. Here are the answers. Make sure you mark them carefully. Make any corrections you may need to. If you are stuck, pause the video and ask me for some help. Now let's have a look at some worded questions. Here we have a question. Mira achieved 37 out of 50 on a recent test. We want her percentage. Method 1, we use the same as we did before, converting our fraction into a fraction out of 100, timesing both denominator and numerator by 2 to get 74 out of 100, which is 74%. We could try method 2 by converting our fraction, 37 out of 50, into a decimal. Here we'll need our calculator. Once we've converted it into a decimal, we times by 100. 37 divided by 50 is 0.74. We times by 100 to get 74%. Now try this example before I show you the answers. Pause the video and have a go. So here Jasmine has done a survey and found that 11 out of 25 students has a pet. Method 1, we write 11 out of 25 as a fraction and we convert that into an equivalent fraction out of 100. 25 times by 4 is 100, so we times the 11 by 4 to get 44 out of 100, which is 44%. Method 2, using our calculator, we convert our fraction of 11 out of 25 into a decimal by doing 11 divided by 25. Here's another example. And pause the video that by 100 and see if you can do this. 11 divided by 25 is 0.44 times by 100 so Amana gives us that 44%. First of all, we need to work out the total number of sweets in Amana's pick and mix. We do this by adding the numbers together. 10 cherries, add 14 Smarties, add 6 cola bottles, gives us 30 sweets altogether. This becomes our denominator, as it is the total number of sweets we have. The question's asking us what percentage of cola bottles. There are 6, so this becomes our numerator. So our fraction that we are converting is 6 out of 30. Now 30 is not a factor of 100, so the first method will be very difficult. So instead we can use our calculator. We turn 6 out of 30 into a decimal by doing 6 divided by 30 and timesing that by 100. 6 divided by 30 is 0.2. 0.2 times 100 is 20%. Now I would like you to try these worded questions. Pause the video and have a go at all 6. The questions are coming next. Be sure to show your workings. Here are the answers. Mark your work in green and then send me a picture of all your work so I can see how you got on. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson, girls. I'll speak to you again next week. Bye.